This is a guided video from Rosthwaite to the summit of Castle Crag. Castle Crag stands at 270 metres high or 885 feet. That actually makes it the smallest Wainwright out of the 214 peaks. So this left hand turn here, we take this onto Howell Lane and we follow the road. Keep following this road until you pass Nook Farm, which is just here. Keep going down here and the road makes a left. We're now passing farm buildings and you just follow this track all the way down. As you can see, there's a bit of a gap in the trees here. You can go over this way and there's actually some stepping stones over the river. And if you want to see what they look like, I actually crossed that on the way back. But for now, we go this way. Keep following this path and you will eventually get to a bridge on your left hand side. You cross the bridge. This is that bridge. And when you get to the end of the bridge, you make a right. Now, at the end of this path, there's actually two gates. There's one to the right, which has got a red sign on, or there's one just to the left. Take the one that's to the left. The gate to the right would have taken you a long way around Castle Crag, where this path takes you almost straight up. And unfortunately, the footage I had of the gates was a corrupt file, so I couldn't show you what they look like. Just keep following this path for now until it eventually starts to veer off left. When it does veer off left, you need to stick to this path and head for the gate above. So this is where it veers off to the left. I haven't actually done that route before, but what I've done is I've just carried on here because I know there's a gate at the top and you head through that gate. As you can see, there are so many different paths and routes on Castle Crag. In just a moment, there's a left turn and a right turn. If you take the left path, it leads to kind of a dead end, which is just here. What we do is we take the right path here, and it leads to an opening in the wall. That's what you need to head for. Now you've made it through the gap in the wall, just in the distance, you've got the trees on the left hand side. You head for that direction and there is a stile. Once you've made it over the stile, the path takes a right uphill, and this leads to the big slate heap. This is that big pile of slate, and there's actually a zigzaggy path which leads you up to the top. Now you're at the top, you can either go straight ahead and explore the slate quarry, or you just veer off right here, which takes you up to the summit of Castle Crag. This is the path that veered off right. It is quite steep. You've got to make your way through a few trees, but you're on the home stretch to the summit. You've made your way through the trees and you've now got a flat walk to the summit cairn. The summit cairn also has a memorial stone on there. Feel free to go and have a look and have a read. Now we've hit the summit, we're going to take the same route back down. This bit might just show you how steep it actually is to walk up the slate path. So you've just come down here. You now need to make your way this way and you'll head towards the gate. Head through the gate and follow the path which leads down some steps, and you will then continue down more steps until you reach the wall. Once you've got through this wall, follow the path which will eventually veer off to the right. Keep following this very easy to follow path and you will eventually come to a gate. Eventually you will see a little bridge to your left hand side, but again you don't need to cross that unless there's been a lot of rainfall. Now you're almost at the bottom, you've got a little bridge on your left hand side and you've also got a right hand turn on your right hand side. So take the right hand turn. Head over the stile or through the gate that's coming up and just keep following this path. The path does veer off to the right shortly, but you do keep following it, and as you can see it's a bit uneven underfoot, but don't worry. Keep following the path and eventually you'll come to a wall on your left hand side with a gap in it for you to walk through. This is that gap for you to walk through, and just keep following the path. Now, in a couple of minutes, the path does keep carrying on, or it does veer down left. And what you need to do is you just need to veer down left, which is just here. That's it left, and that's it right. You just need to veer down left here. Now this path is very straightforward now. You just keep following it and it actually takes you to where the two gates were, just after the bridge. There is a gate coming up, just head straight through. we've now almost gone full circle. At the end of here is the two gates. There's the one with the red sign on that we're walking through, and just to the side of that is the gates that we went through to start our ascent up Castle Crag. This is the bridge that we went over at the beginning, but what we're going to do is we're going to carry on down the path, and I'm going to show you the stepping stones that there are over the river. You have a little gate to go through at the end of here, but once you've gone through, you've got the stepping stones in front of you. Once you get off the stepping stones, there's a path right in front of you, and this leads you all the way back down to the farm. Once you get to the end of this white building on your right hand side, you follow the path round to the right, and you keep going up here. This little road eventually brings you back onto the main road. We're now back on the main road, and you take a right and you keep following the road. So you keep following the road, and eventually you'll get to the quirky bus stop. You take that left and you keep following the road down, and you get back to where you parked.